Looks like we got a new friend!
Hi everyone and welcome to the Scratchicus Academy. It is Eden Day, it is Wednesday where all the chaos ensues. Renee will be joining us very shortly. I think she is running to get to her computer and may join us on her phone briefly in a bit. Before any of that, let's hop around. I'm going to just rant at you for a few minutes about some stuff and then we'll go around the characters, our lovely players. So first of all, Discord. We have an awesome Discord community. We love it. We're proud of it. Go and join it. It's got wonderful folks in it, like these wonderful people here. We talk D&D, TTRPGs, everything. So it's chat is telling me I'm muted. Chat, am I still muted? Everyone? I'll keep going until I'm told again. Anyway, so yes, join our Discord. It is an awesome group of people. YouTube. So we're all up to date on YouTube. If you don't know what's going on here right now, it can be a little bit confusing. So you can hop over to our YouTube, and in our playlists, you can catch up. And there's loads of other wonderful streams on there and all of our other shows. Twitter, if you want to get into a game like this, drop Scrap a DM on Twitter and we'll get you into one of our games. I think we're almost all booked up for Christmas. We're doing something like 41 games over Christmas so that we can spend the festive holidays with you guys because, you know, why not? Let's play some games. And also, we are fully booked in our viewer games all of this year. However, in season 2, we are introducing the Cypher system in one of our viewer games, one of my favorite systems, and here you can see it in action. Patreon. We're full-time now, thanks to you wonderful people, and Patreon is one way you can support us for as little as $1 a month. But also, our wonderful Renee, who's not quite here yet, she has literally just written an article that has gone live on there, which you can view all the articles for free. Scrat has also started a fitness diary on there, and I can see Sam in the chat, who's going to be trying to get him to do a triathlon at some point. So I can see that happening. Merch. Redbubble. Redbubble has our awesome logo, which you can get like, oh, they're really cozy. They're really super cozy. And you can see if you're going to Dragon Meet this weekend, keep an eye out for the logo because Scrat and I will be wearing it so that we can try and see more of you lovely people. Sponsors. We have awesome sponsors. We have Bird in the Store. They produce some really awesome content and we're working on some bits and bobs to go towards some future projects with them, which I can't wait. You will also see a link in the chat for their t-shirts and their mugs. If you want a mug the size of my head, go there. It's like the perfect coffee size. Our other sponsor is Mage Hand Press, which is the dark matter content. They released Alpha, I want to say last week, 2 weeks ago, which is really awesome. And if you want to catch that in action, that's tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST on Argo 37. Lastly, and I swear I'll shut up, we don't use wild magic surges in here. I actually use a list of oddities from Numenera because it's all sci-fi and wonderful, so why not? You can either donate for an oddity, or there is a tweet, and if you retweet that tweet every 10, we get an oddity. I'm going to be quiet now, and we're going to go around and talk to our very, very lovely players, and we are going to start with Hans. How are you, Hans?
I am good. I'm finishing typing a thank you to Michael Wayne, who's helping us not die tonight, which is excellent. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I'm doing good because I'm not Artie. I'm not trapped inside a spaceship waiting for Dot to come save us all with her flamethrower that the chat is going to get her any second now. Come on, I will give up all my stuff for Dot to have a flamethrower.
That's a terrifying
Bone
idea.
necklace, everything. Let's just go Dot with a flamethrower. That is our hashtag for today. That should be our war cry, really. I mean, let's do this. Okay, so other than to really Gallus's plans, I have nothing else scheduled today. That is all I am here for. Just hoping to have a good time with my excellent Eden pals.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And we are going to hop down to Zelda. How are you, Zelda?
I am wonderful, and also, as well as Hans, not in Eden, so not freaking out. Not just everything's cool. Everything's cool in the real world. So, yeah, we will be finding out what Adam is doing, kind of, I think, today.
I think in Dot's mind, Adam's going to die. So
Adam is a dead man.
Adam
I
is
thought
already
about
dead.
it today.
Adam is marked for death.
Also, chat, before you panic, we don't mean scrap. We mean a character in this game.
We mean a villainous character, not Scraticus. Honestly, last game I played, I felt so guilty as I'm screeching about how we're gonna rip off all of Adam's flesh. Like I was like, let's make our next our chat war cry, down with Adam. Let's all kill Adam. And I feel like in the blackness where Scraticus is just sitting, he's just going, oh shit.
Yes, they're coming for me.
I'm not convinced the two are so separate at this point.
No, he won't be making a special guest appearance. But yeah, and obviously wonderful Bree Dot, who, yeah.
Hello, it's me. It's Bree, Becca's Dot, ready to cause some problems. Sorry I missed last week. I missed a whole week of D&D because life gets in the way, but everyone's getting better. Things are getting there, and all I remember is that I have my vision is red, and it is time to kill Adam. I'm gonna beat him down and then burn him alive. I'm done with this bullshit. Time to end some shit. But yeah.
Oh, Dot has just so much pent-up rage right now.
Everything has gone so wrong in the past few weeks. Her whole life has just crumbled around her, and she's got to take care of it any way she can. Flamethrowers.
I think I can see Dot cruising around Eden with a flamethrower, just looking for Adam. That's what I see. But without further ado, last week some crazy stuff happened. They all had to, our wonderful team, Dot stormed out. Dot couldn't deal with the fact that she just discovered this thing about Adam, and she wanted to get out. She wanted to find him. If anything, she stormed out to cool off. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew, they realized that they were being watched. They were being watched by this Adam character from wherever they seem to do, and wherever they seem to go, rather. And then they realized that probably the safest place was actually the ship, which was under the ground. And after going down there and having Lucy or Commander White wake up and have a bit of a chat in her own meltdown as to realizing where she was, they went down to the ship. They explored a bit, they found some strange things, and as they started to get settled for the night, Artie's mum showed up, demanding to come in. And she finally left after some persuasion and them blocking the door. And some strange things started to happen. Commander White also joined the team. She seems to be quite a firm part of the team at the moment. And some screens dropped down with a message from Adam. That message read, "Tick-tock, tick-tock." And he looked at the screen, he looked at you all and smiled. And as he stepped away, the matron lay dead in the middle of the clinic as he walked away. We're going to hop over to Dot, who's just realized that information.
I love how, okay.
So, Dot, you have been walking around, just like power walking everywhere, probably trying to cool off. Whereabouts would you walk? Would you stay in the upper levels? Would you go to the lower levels?
It depends. Did I take a flamethrower from her?
Do we have a flamethrower? Is this
I mean, we were talking about how there were like big power weapons, like a flamethrower, some like tools, etc.
I'm pretty sure there was a flamethrower.
I'm pretty sure flamethrowers were mentioned, that they were there. I feel like Dot would have grabbed one as she marched off into the abyss.
Okay. You have a flamethrower. It's
Hell.
not like a massive one because otherwise you get arrested on the spot. In fact,
Right.
this is an old, what you won't know, but Meta you will know, this is an old World War II one, which has been found in the rubble. That is like an antique that it looks like Crowbar has maybe found in the scrap, but it's almost like she's modified it. It's a lot smaller, but it's still quite clunky. So it is obvious. And as you know, weapons aren't allowed. So
That's fine.
where are you going?
TikTok, where's that little bastard at? You know, That's gonna march her happy ass to the clinic now after she's paced around for probably a good few hours, screeched. She's probably broken a few things, kicked a few trash cans, yelled at some strangers, full blown erratic.
Yeah, so you like shouting at like children in restaurants or anything?
Yeah, like giving dirty looks to people while they're eating, like fuckers, everyone, fuck all of you, fuck all of it, and she's gonna just march her happy ass to the clinic.
Yeah, as you're on your way to the clinic, the screen seems to have stopped calling you a disturber of the peace. Instead, you can see, this is on the lower levels, there are crowds gathering. And they're gathering around these screens, and they don't seem happy. They seem confused and pretty tetchy. It seems to be more confusion than anything, but people are huddling around these screens, and you just hear things like that's not possible. Why are they doing that? We've never done this. And it's just whispers amongst people.
Can I see any of the screens, or are they all blocked?
They're mainly blocked. The most you can probably see is the top of someone's head, but that's about it. There's so many people now crowded around these screens.
I'm gonna like shoulder a person like that I can reach. Say, hey, what does that sign say?
I don't know. They've made an announcement. I don't get it. It's the hospital.
What does the hospital want?
They want us to give them favors for health, for medicine, I thought this was a free thing.
It is a free thing.
I mean, my friend over here is just like, "Oi!" And he sort of yells. It's like, "Chris, come here!" And he sort of like drags this guy over, and he's like,
"Hey, Chris."
"Hi, yeah, they're shutting it down. I don't understand. They just say that they can't afford to give it for free anymore. It's all got to be done through fate. Look, come here." And he sort of like, he holds out almost like a hand to like beckon you, and he's sort of weaving in between these people.
All right, so Dot's gonna follow through and get to the front and read what this sign says.
This sign is a person in a lab coat. This looks recorded. And it is a picture of Daniel Chen, stood in a white lab coat, plain face, not really showing any emotion. And you just see him look forward and say, "This is our way of saying thank you. You help us research with your gifts, and we help you in return. Favors will help us give you a favor." And then it seems to start looping on a cycle again.
Dot's gonna... What are these screens made out of?
It's just like that's a cat, isn't it?
What the fuck, guys?
That's a cat. So yeah, it's just made out of like glass. Well, not glass, normal screens. It's just incredibly flat. This one is sort of curved slightly. And there's like 30-40 people here.
So what Dot's gonna do is she's gonna take the flamethrower that she has and she's going to smash the glass.
Can you roll a might for me, please? And I want you to roll better than a 4, please.
Okay. Well, actually, let me refresh my roll 20 because it's apparently not loading. It says it's open, but why would it work? Let's see. Launch game. God, I'm quaking. I'm quaking with the fury. Do I have any?
Remember to breathe, Bree.
Yeah, I don't want to repeat. Okay, so if this, I'm going to roll this with advantage if I have to.
Yeah, you beat it. How are you
kidding.
smashing? How are you smashing this?
So she's gonna take the flamethrower she has and she's gonna smash it as hard as she can and then turn to face the crowds.
Yeah, you've smashed this 1, 2, and you can see it split and crack across Daniel Chen's face, and you can see sort of, you know, the sort of rainbow pixels sort of like spasming over the cracks as you turn round, and everyone just stops and steps back and looks at you, fairly frozen.
She's gonna turn,
quite scared by you.
She's gonna look at everyone and go, "This is Eden. We do not pay for medications. That man on the screen has been long murdered. People are getting sick and people are dying. There are things that aren't being told to you, but we're going to get to the bottom of this. Do not start paying for your health. It is a right to live here. And if you have to go to the hospital and tell them that, do it, or I will do it for you. This will not happen." Yeah, what's up?
And you, as you do this, that you're met with a silence, and then you see the guy Chris who was there, right? It's like, "She's right, you know." And then you hear like this muttering amongst you. You can definitely hear people against you, but there's like 1 or 2 that are sort of with you. Could you roll an intellect, please, to see how much of an impact this has? Like maybe again another 4, please. This is a very, gotta persuade. They don't see violence. Yeah, you have power talked your way through this, and you see them start all nodding to each other and looking like, yeah, no, like we should never have to. And they start chatting amongst themselves, and it's almost like a cheer starts to erupt, and you see Chris hold his hand up into the air, and he's like, "Yeah, no, he's like, what's your name?"
Gonna roll her shoulders back. She goes, "I'm Dot, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this." And she's gonna turn and start walking away from the crowd.
Yeah. And as you do this, they basically like just chant your name. They're like, "Dot, Dot, Dot," as they sort of disperse. And some of them start to leave, and some of them start picking up stuff and throwing them at the screen. Are you carrying on towards the clinic?
I'm gonna keep walking, and if I see more screens, I'm gonna be like just shouting at people like, "This is Eden! Like we escaped We escaped the planet where we had to pay for this ship. This is Aiden, and she's just pissed. And she's just like screeching. She's trying to incite like insanity at this point. She's so done with this shit. No. She will go down with this if she has to. Absolutely the fuck not.
And you do this, you walk around, you start smashing the screens on the way past, even if it's just a little bit in the corner as you walk. You see people start picking up bits of metal and other things and just launching it at the screen and starting to create this ruckus. And then you hear like a clang and the rain starts to fall. It's 2 p.m. and you can just see this rain, almost like a downpour, as normal, like clockwork. Can you make an intellect check for me of a 2? Stop.
Can I use my advantage, please? For the
Yes.
love of God.
Right. Oh.
Oh.
Jeez, okay. Like extreme.
one or the other. Like there's no in between for me right now.
So using your advantage, you sort of go, this rain smells sweet. And you notice people around you sort of doing the same, sort of like, and there's like a kid that's like holding like his tongue out, like, it tastes really sweet. And
She's
like
going
people start doing the same.
Dot's gonna turn her mask on and she's gonna say, "Don't drink the water."
And as you do this, some of the people immediately stop, and you feel this rain get hot, like really hot. And some of the people around you, including the small child, starts and starts coughing over, and you hear another and another and another as these people start coughing. Some drop to their knees, they can't breathe, they are struggling, they are crawling to find shelter. You see people pressing themselves up against the walls of houses as this rain thunders down.
Dot's going to pick up her pace and start running to the shelter. To the clinic. She's gonna like cover her face. She's got her mask on. She's just running as fast as she can, trying to get.
You run. You really, really run. And there's people in your way. So if you could please roll another might of a 3.
Oh my God! Can I use? Do I have any? Oh no! It's my only advantage.
As
Hey, Alice, can I pass her an advantage or a natural 20?
oh, that's not.
Oh
Ooh.
shit! I do. I'm using it. Fuck it.
You want to
It's
use your
mine.
nat 20?
No, I'm running. I'm out of here. I'm going.
Okay, you are like pushing past these people. You are like filtering through them, pushing them, as there's like this mad panic as people are grabbing each other and trying to get to shelter. And you can see the clinic just ahead of you.
Flamethrower in hand, she is beating her way through that door.
Yeah, you charge through this door and you burst in. You can feel like this sort of, it's more you can hear this hissing from this rain as it is touching your clothes.
All right, so Dot's going to strip butt ass naked.
Yep, you just take it all
Grabbing
off your
towels, like drying off her hair, any bottles of liquid, like waters or whatever. She's just like dousing herself like butt naked, going like cleaning herself off.
If you have like a vest or anything on, that seems to be fine because you had a massive heavy coat on, but like the lower parts of your trousers are soaking wet. So and you start like toweling yourself dry, and you look around the room and you're in the clinic and it looks like it's been broken into. There are bottles smashed, there's tables and chairs upturned,
and there's no one there. She's gonna start crying out like, hello. She's gonna go look for the robotic secretary of the matron, like in her underwear, holding on to this flamethrower. Like,
Yeah, as you walk, are you walking towards like the matron's office, or are you just looking around the big area?
She's gonna head towards the matron's office.
You head towards the matron's office, and you can hear this little footsteps, and you see this tiny little robot come running towards you. It's like, "Hello, are you a visitor? Do you need help?"
Who are you? Where is the matron?
In her office.
Take me to her.
And it turns and it just starts running back in that direction. It can't quite open the door because it's too short. It looks, it's like, and it knocks. After you.
Dot's gonna throw the door open with her spare hand.
Yeah, you throw this door open, and slumped like in her chair is the matron, dead. There is blood running down her temple, and what looks to be like a bullet wound straight in her chest.
Are her eyes open?
Yes.
Dot's gonna walk over there and she's gonna close her eyes. And she's going to slide her chair back, roll it back. And she's gonna start typing on the computer to start sending out alerts to everyone who works for the matron. Like,
Yeah.
Code red, matron has been killed. Watch out for Adam. This is Dot.
You roll an intellect for me, please. This looks like something has had something done to it. So,
ooh, that son of a bitch. Got a 4.
Got a 4. Yeah, you can do this. You sort of have to backtrack a couple of times as it glitches all over the place, but you manage to send out these messages.
Yeah, it's
also the office is upturned.
So yeah, she's just like, code red, matron's down, look out for Adam, he's the culprit. This is Dot. I'm taking over. She's gonna, does the matron still have her wristband on?
Yeah, she does.
She's gonna take it off and put it on her. And she's gonna take another deep breath. She's gonna reach over, she's gonna turn around, she's going to kiss the matron on the forehead. She says, I'm sorry for doubting you.
She's just very cold and clammy. However, you can tell there's probably, like, she's slightly warm. As much as she's cold, it's like she's cooling down.
Yep. Can you give her one kiss on the forehead? Apologize. She's going to turn around and she's going to leave.
You can walk out of that office.
Yep.
And the robot stands as like, was everything satisfactory?
And look down at the robot. The matron has been killed.
And the eyes sort of glow a white. They just become 2 screens.
Where is Adam?
Adam? Adam who?
What's his last name? Watson? Was that his last name? Adam Watson.
I have no record of an Adam Watson.
All right, little guy. If anyone comes in here, I want you to send a direct message to the matron. Let's call her. If anyone comes in here, do you have a camera on you?
I can. And it's sort of like, his chest opens up and pops out like this small, like really old, like to you, this is like an old clanky camera, effectively. So it's a very standard. He was only really used for like scheduling appointments. So he does have one, but it's not a feature.
Take a photo of anyone who walks in and send it to the number of the matron.
Okay. And
Has
it positions itself by the door.
And with that, she is going to try and, I don't know, does the, is there any way to reach out to the bike?
If you, in fact, you had Soren's number because it's effectively JD's number.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I've remembered it by the amount of times that I've thrown away my fucking caller. I'm going to call the bike.
Yeah, you call up Soren, and you hear, "Hello, Dot. How are you today?"
Where are you?
"We are in Eden, in the ship."
The shit, like downstairs ship?
"Correct.
What are you guys doing down there?
It's safer."
Let everyone know that the rain is poison. I'm up in the clinic now. The matron is dead.
"I'm sorry. That must be sad for you."
Thanks, Soren. Let's not talk about it. For now, we need to find Adam.
"Okay." And you just hear it lock and close, and the call finishes.
Dot's making her way to the hospital. Dot's headed towards the hospital. She's not waiting for her friends. She told them she's going to the hospital. They can call her back if they need to find her. She's going to the hospital. One track mind. She is like lockjawed, trying not to cry. She put on her clothes that she owns, because they are at the clinic. She's not going to any longer wear JD's clothes, and she's not going in her underwear. But like a single tear has left Dot's face as she leaves the clinic.
And you can do that. And we're going to hop over to Vestal and Artie. Now, you've just seen Soren stood in a corner and start talking to herself effectively, or Dot over in the corner, and then stop and look at you again. You have also just had the screens go back up.
Hey, Soren,
Yes, Vestal.
what was that?
I was
see-
thinking to Dot
Dot was here?
on my telecoms, and she just points to her ears.
What did she say?
I think. Sorry, Dot, did you say you were going to the hospital?
I might have mentioned it. I think I said I'm going to go find Adam, that the rain was toxic, and the matron is dead.
Yeah.
I guess all I got out.
Yeah.
And then so I guess they can call me back. And
As she sort of says, she said the rain is toxic. The matron is dead.
Well, we know that the matron is dead, but did you know that the rain was toxic, Artie?
No, I mean, I don't know.
It wasn't before, I don't think.
I'm not sure I've ever actually been out in the rain, but I don't recall it being dangerous. I don't think that's on any of the information. So, I mean, we don't really have to worry about that down here, though, either way, right? There shouldn't be rain coming down the ship.
Soren, did Dot say where she was going or where she is?
No, but she does now have a communicator.
That's
Right.
probably a good thing.
Artie, do you know how to get in touch with Dot?
Yeah.
Try and call her, see where she's going, or at least where she is.
Okay. Hey, Soren, can you call Dot?
Of course I can. And so Dot, you hear your phone start ringing again. And you haven't quite left the lower levels yet. You're working your way towards the stairs. You hear your bracelet buzz, or the matron's bracelet buzz.
Dot answers it because she's just answering it without looking, assuming it could be either like an employee of the matrons, which she will start trying to call as she's leaving the lower levels, but she'll answer and be like, "Yes, who is it?"
Hello, here is Artie.
Hey, Dot, how are you? So we're underground in a spaceship, and we had heard that the matron is dead because Adam has called us and threatened to kill us all, basically. And he seems to think this is some sort of game, Kind of like what he did with you, but then again.
I'm going to rip off all of his skin, Artie. There is going to be nothing left of him, Artie. I am going to the hospital. They're apparently telling people that they have to pay for medication. He thinks he's taking over, and I am going to end this now. So if you would like to join me, please do. I'd call all of your other Adams and let them, all of your other Arties, and let them know what's happening. Tell them that
Okay.
Adam has been poisoning all of it. Adam, who works in the hospital. Call them, let them know that he's taking over the hospital. I know you shouldn't be reaching out to your mom or whatever. Break your comm afterwards if you have to. Let them all know what's happening. And I'm going to call my crew and we're going to see if we can end this. I've got stronger people. I've got gangs. I've got people I can call.
Okay. I don't know how to do any of that. And also, just so you're aware, my mom is threatened to kill everybody. So just if you see her, I wouldn't talk to her.
I'll kill her next then if I have to. And she hangs
Okay.
up.
Oh.
That
Zilla, I
was
don't know if anything you wanted to say. Sorry.
no, I'm good. That was very concise, I guess. Well, we found out where she was going, which is what I called for. So
Okay. Yeah. Do you? I don't know how to get in touch with anybody named Artie other than me. Do you have any ideas here?
getting in touch with other arties, no. I mean, there was the one that kept communicating with me. I don't know if I could call him. Do
Yeah,
these
I don't.
do the bracelets have like a redial or like a?
Do you just need me to push the button for you?
I mean, if my communicator, if it logs all the calls that I have, I can call him.
Yeah, I can show you how that works.
Sure.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just show him it'll probably be like an unknown caller style number. It's this one.
I imagine Artie pushed one button.
Yeah, you push literally just there's like a button on this for like callback, and you do this, and it rings, and it rings, and it rings. I'm sorry, this is a dead number. Please try again.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't know what I was expecting,
Yeah.
but worth a try. Do
I
you
mean-
have any communication with the other arties?
You know what? You have a good point. I should have thought of doing this before. I have, and then I have realized that my comms is the other Artie's comms, and I go through my call log. Huh. So do I have old calls?
You have some calls from an MOM, which you can probably guess who that is.
Yeah.
And you have a call from someone else that's not under the name Artie. But there only seems to be 2 callers on here.
I will call both one at a time.
Yeah, which one are you calling first?
Well, I might as well get the mom one out of the way.
Yeah.
Anything will be more pleasant after that.
Yeah, it rings and it's picked up almost immediately. She's like, "Where are you?"
I haven't left, but are you aware that the rain is now toxic?
What?
That's the information I've been given, is that the rain is now toxic. I don't know if it applies everywhere because I don't know much about the rain, but we're trying to have people be aware of that. And also the Adam Watson, who worked at the hospital in the clinic, is apparently charging people for medical coverage at the hospital now.
And you hear like a long silence. And you can hear her saying something in the background, maybe to someone else. Would you like to roll to try and hear it, or would you like to leave it?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, you know what? I've been given a natural 20 and an advantage. I will. How hard are we talking as a roll here?
It's probably going to be like a 4-5.
Yeah, let's just use that natural 20 on the important thing, which is story.
Hell yeah!
Thank you, Chad.
So as this rings, you can hear in the background, Watson, he's done it already. I told him we shouldn't have done this. And you can hear again some more like muffling, not really like important or coherent words, but the general gist that you're getting from this is that Adam is not doing as he is told.
Yeah.
That stupid bitch is gonna die next.
This is just entitled, Scrat, can we please change thing to Dot's Rampage? Can we just like change the title?
I think we can name all of the future episodes that as well.
Dot's Rampage.
It'll just be Eden Dot's Rampage.
Dot is just gonna start burning people alive.
It's
Like,
gonna be Dot's Rampage featuring Eden. It's not gonna be.
Oh, wow. That could be season 2.
But you just hear this, and then she hangs up on you.
Oh. Okay, well, I've got one more number I can call.
Yeah. Hi, hello. I'm really sorry I didn't see you this morning. If you're wondering why I don't have your coffee, it's because I didn't see you. I'm really sorry. But I am gonna go. Do you still want lunch?
Yes.
Yeah? Same as usual?
Yes.
Okay, do you want it with duck or chicken?
Duck?
Okay. Okay, I'll get that for you when you come here. Do you know what time you'll be home?
No, I tell you what, can you give me a real quick map pin? Because I'm on a different transportation system and it would be a lot easier. And also be careful outside because I've heard there are some unsafe levels of toxins in the rain.
Yeah, I heard he released it early. Absolute moron. But, you know, what are you going to do? I'll get your coffee ready. And I'm sending you a map now. Not that, you know, okay, I don't know where you are. But I'll send you a map of the city. Standard. It's coming through now. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. And it's like a clock off.
Zelda, I think I just did something that was sneaky. And
Zelda.
I don't know how that worked.
It seems as if we got very lucky that you have the communicator that you do.
I mean, it's a good thing I didn't say chicken, right? Because I mean, who knows what would happen? Maybe it's like a code word thing or something like. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, we'll find out. Maybe it still is, but
Oh man.
hope we get to the right place.
Do you think it's okay? I mean,
It's a one-shot kind of deal, right?
I'm kind of curious if I actually get a map coordinate, if it'll do any good, because I don't actually know where most things are in the city. But maybe Soren will.
It might. I mean, going into the city is not always. It's dangerous no matter what.
Yeah, I don't have any idea what I'm doing.
Is there? I mean, we're not being branded as disturbers of the peace anymore, are we?
Probably. I mean, I would imagine we're still disturbers of the peace. I don't know what happens with that.
I mean, we are kind of disturbing the peace, but I mean, their peace isn't exactly morally correct.
Yeah.
So,
Also, I'm really glad she said lunch and not coffee because I don't like to drink coffee.
oh, I love coffee.
I would have
I'm
had to give it to you.
Coffee's all right.
Yeah.
We really should find a way to get there. I mean, do you think it would be better to go at night?
I don't know what time it is now, but I can check my comms. What is the time now?
You can probably make a good guess that it's just past 2 p.m. in the afternoon, as Dot said that it is raining. And you will also know if you've been there for like 10, 20 minutes, it's probably coming to a stop.
I think you're giving Artie too much credit, but I'll take it.
Take it, it's fine. Gift.
I mean, we could wait until dark, or we could go now. It might be smarter to go now while you kind of know where your mom is, right?
Yeah, also it seems like it would be really late to have lunch, even at 2:15. I mean, so maybe I'm already too late.
I mean, it's not really the lunch we're going there for, right?
I have no idea at this point. That might be the most important thing. I don't know what I'm doing at all.
And
We
Lucy, you
called
see,
Dot back, but she did not see me.
Lucy sits up on her chair and is like, "Oh, what are we doing? What's wrong with you two? You look annoyed."
That's not entirely wrong. We're thinking of making a trip into the city.
Oh, okay. I might stick around here. I've got some stuff I kind of want to find, but
That's absolutely fair.
I'll be here.
It'd be hard to disguise you to get there anyway. Everyone knows your face, right? You're more or less a celebrity in Eden.
Good point. Never thought I'd wake up a celebrity. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm I'm gonna go get some cornflakes and then I will see you in a bit. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And she sort of disappears off into the canteen. And we have a Renee.
We do.
We have a Renee. And we're going to hop over to Dot. Dot, on this rampage, did you get a taxi or did you get a bike?
So I think for the most part, like she kind of waited out the rain because realistically she's not going back in acid rain. She's gonna go through the call logs and find like a gang leader or two. She's gonna call one up and she's gonna be like, "Hey, you know what? I'm cashing in all of the favors we've ever done for you, every single life we've saved. I'm cashing in on every single favor. The matron is dead and the hospital is to blame. They're trying to take over all of Eden. And if you want this to stop, I need you to take in every favor and I need every man and all the manpower you got. We're going to the hospital and we're taking this shit over."
So Torak is is one of your contacts, and he just puts the phone down on you. And there is another one called Kieran, and he just sort of goes silent for a minute. Listen, give me an hour.
I'll meet you there. I'm gonna call up my people. She's gonna hang up and she's gonna start calling her friends, like her actual friends that she's grown up with, people that she's saved lives with, people that she's going to like the darkest situations with. She's gonna call them and she's gonna be like, "Where are you?"
Yeah, like you got the first one you call. What's one of your friends' names?
Harrison.
Yeah, you call up Harrison and you hear, "You're right.
Why are you coughing?
I don't know. It's just some weird shit's going on right now."
The rain is toxic. The rain is giving people the death cold. The matron has been killed by Adam Watson.
What?
The matron is dead. Adam Watson is working for the hospital, I think, and they are killing people and they're trying to privatize the hospital. I need you to call everyone you still trust, and we need to get to the hospital and stop this.
Right. Okay. Give me a bit. And he's like, "I just really need to get some coffee and put some clothes on." And
Call while you do it. I see that you're sick. I don't know how much time you or anyone else has. Warn everyone about the rain, about the water, about the medication. Everything has the cold virus in it.
Right. I think I know how I can do that. And he hangs up. And you can head towards the hospital.
Head towards it. She's gonna take a bike because she's assuming everyone's dead.
There are people still walking around. There are still people walking around. Some of them actually don't seem phased, like as if nothing's happened.
Is anyone still rampaging?
That seems to have been on the lower levels more than anything. Otherwise, a lot of people seem to be going about their daily business effectively.
Dot's gonna take a bike. She's gonna head towards the hospital and she's gonna call Adam on her bike as she hops onto a bike.
Mm-hmm. It rings. And it rings. And then you hear someone pick up. "You finally called me."
I've been busy cleaning up your mess, Adam.
It's not a mess. Well, I wouldn't call it a mess.
No.
You know, the most creative people are messy.
Well, I'm about to show you the most creative shit of your life.
And you hear a voice lean into like the speaker. I can't wait. And the phone hangs up. And you're stood outside this huge white building you know so very well. The place where you have probably swiped a lot of medical supplies there. And probably in the last couple of months, a lot of contaminated, poisoned medical supplies from here. As you stand in front of this huge white building, you can see in through the glass doors, and it's going on as it's daily business. You can see nurses and doctors chatting. You can see people walking around in there.
Dot is going to kind of like hide with like the bikes, like in scan for anyone she may know.
There's no one yet. In fact, you wait. Are you waiting for people?
Just
Yeah.
a little. Yep, she'll wait. She's going in with an army, and she will lead this army.
And you wait. And you wait. And no one's coming. No one's turning up at all. You wait. An hour and a half goes by, and you've not heard from anyone. And then the screens start to flicker, every single screen. Up. Your friend Harrison is on the screen. Important announcement, everyone. Take an umbrella out with you. Rain's not too good. And you just hear it sort of I'm probably gonna be killed for this, whole disruptive the peace thing. Utter bullshit. But just so you know, don't go outside. And he just sort of winks at the screen, which you can probably understand that is intended for you. And in the distance, at the back behind him, you hear the on his door. And he just signs off and waves. And the video closes.
Dot's gonna do a little salute, turn her hair on, and she's going to march into the hospital.
Awesome. We are now going to hop over to Vestal, Artie, and JD.
What's happening?
Bitches are about to die, and Dot might be one of them, but it's going down tonight.
Okay, Dot, don't die, but also bitches die.
Just not Dot.
Yeah.
Just not Dot.
I say, if anyone wants to throw me any nat 20s, this is the time for it. If anyone wants to throw me any extra advantages, this is the time for it. Dot is going to single-handedly, apparently, dismantle this hospital. So if you care about Dot as a character and you want to see how many more merch we can make of her, please think about that.
Look, I would be there if I could. Right now.
So you're all still in the ship. Soren is moving like the big cases and stuff out of the way of the door. And a big screen pops down once again. And you hear that voice. All you see is a chin and some lips talking. Tick-tock.
Fuck you and your TikTok.
Tick-tock. And then the screen flashes again. You see a pair of feet walking up some white stairs. And you hear whistling and then humming. And he keeps walking. The feet go up and up. And then you hear a little voice. Ring-a-ring the roses, pocket full of posies. A tissue, we all fall down, and the screen shuts off.
I'm running over to Soren and I'm trying to get through this thing faster. I just.
You can like Soren is clearing the last bit, and the door is now like free for you guys to leave.
While they're
I
doing
tear
it,
open the door. We both tear open the door.
Yeah, Soren is slightly shocked by your reaction. What is Vestal and Artie doing at this?
I was just scrounging through my bag to see what I have and what I should be taking with me. Like, I imagine I still have like flashlights and like a few probably Mars bars. Probably just some things collected, like gas mask and some extra filters from long way back.
Yeah. And what about Artie?
Artie's probably clued in at this point and is going to try to see what he can do to help clear any of the debris out of the way.
Awesome. You guys can clear the debris, and now the door is open. JD has disappeared down this corridor, I'm assuming. And you can head towards up. You can find towards the ladder and head up.
And you've got to get after her.
Soren's like, yes, of course, and sprints off down the tunnel effectively after JD. And thank you, Kelly, for that donation for a nat 20 for Dot.
I promise I will use it for nothing but pure insanity.
That's the spirit. So do the rest of you follow JD?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you all just leaving the ship? Are you sprinting out? You're running down there?
I am. I'm like fully adrenaline filled at this point. Like this is murders. This is a murders.
Yeah.
and there's a murder upstairs.
And you guys run. You get out of the ladder, and it has stopped raining. But you look around at the puddles on the floor, and you can see where some of the rain is sort of shifting colors.
I was not thinking about the acid rain. I did hear about that from the chat, but you know what? JD was not thinking about it.
What if you don't know, it's not just acid rain. It looks like as the water comes down and hits people, or they taste it or anything, lots of people have started coughing, wheezing.
Well, fuck.
And dropping down. And yeah, you guys can poke your head out and you can see Turkey Burger up on the roof, sort of looking at you as you come out. And Dot's turned into a cat somehow. But yeah, this you are back in the lower levels. There is water on the ground.
I'm running to the clinic because that was my first thought.
Yeah, you're just behind the clinic. Is Vestal and Artie following? Because I know Soren is.
I'm following. I'm throwing my mask on and then just kind of running after or speed walking, whichever.
Artie is like cautiously stepping over puddles and being like really concerned and yelling, "JD, come on, you have to be careful with this. I mean, I'm the only one that we know isn't going to get sick. Soren, can you like pick her up or something?"
And sort of Soren looks at Artie and then looks at JD. Would you like me to carry you, JD?
And Vestal, I mean,
I don't know. I hadn't thought that far. I have to do something, Artie.
I know, but I mean, just you've got a hover bike for a reason. You can fly, Vestal. You could fly. I can walk on this, and I mean, there's more of me if something happens. But also, I've gotten the cold once already.
Okay, so JD will kind of slow down, and her light up sneakers will slowly stop lighting up, and she'll just kind of nod and allow Soren to pick her up.
Yeah. Soren will pick her up and then look to Vestal. Like, Soren will scoop you up and then look to Vestal. Would you like to be carried?
I'm fine, thanks. I'll just follow. It's fine. I can keep up.
Okay. And Soren starts to almost like a trot, sort of run, like a jog towards the clinic. And it's just literally just around the corner. And Soren will drop JD in the door, like literally just put her onto dry ground. Here we are.
Thanks, Soren. Thank you.
As you enter the door, there's a small robot about this big comes running towards you like this. It goes, who goes there?
A friend, I think. I'm not sure.
And suddenly there's a flash as this camera flashes in your face, and you hear as this print comes out, and then the robot waves it and then sticks it in a pocket.
What was that for?
I was requested to take a photo of anyone who enters.
Okay, but who requested that?
Dot requested this.
Oh, thank God. Okay, really, Dot. Okay, cool. I'd take another one.
And it looks quite confused. And then it holds up the camera. It's just another flash, like a really over-the-top flash.
This time JD like smiles and waves.
Yeah.
It's such a Renee move right there.
Hold on, wait. I want us to take a picture. Hey, Dad, what's up?
And that's a Zelda move
Oh,
right
the
there.
first one is just like her looking confused, but she wants to say hi to her friend.
The robot takes like a swipe and then puts it in its pocket again. And then Artie and Vestal, are you following in Dot right behind?
Yep,
Okay.
Artie's probably last.
Yeah.
As you're walking through the door, you can, like, probably around your feet, you hear as these flashes start just going off at random as this little robot starts
I
taking.
think Artie looks like this.
Yeah.
Smile, it's for Dot.
And you enter this clinic, which is destroyed. There are glasses, there are test tubes, there's medicine bottles all over the floor, broken, cracked, liquid on the floor. There's tables and chairs upturned in this
Yeah,
place.
Dot's been here.
And the little robot, I am uploading your images now. And it's like, as it holds up these like little like Polaroids, they seem to like vaporize and sort of evaporate into almost like little pixels. So, how can I help you? I am afraid there are no medical facilities or people on the premises.
Can you call a taxi?
A taxi?
Yes.
And then the white eyes glaze over again. The taxi is on its way.
Thank you. Hey, Vestal, JD, we got to help Dot, but I think I also need to keep this connection that I just made by accident with the other Arties, whoever, alive, because what if I could get some help? I mean, we can only fit 2 people on Soren. I think I should try to go figure out what's going on, and you guys go see Dot right away.
They might also
Okay,
have
so-
information.
Yeah,
But we-
I mean, we don't know what.
So you're taking a taxi to find the other Arties in
Okay,
the
so it's
hopes that it'll be okay?
no, I'm taking a taxi to go get lunch. And then the person who's going to give me lunch is apparently also connected to the other Arties, and maybe I can make that work. Dot asked me to try to do this, and if I can do it, I should.
This makes more sense to JD than Renee.
Yeah, I mean, she's used to Artie's craziness, so. I think I can do it. I mean, I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to try.
Hey, Artie, you make
Yeah.
your own decisions, and I'm proud of you.
Thanks. I wish I was as eager to go help Dot as you were right then. I'm kind of sad that that didn't come to me faster, but I mean, I know you want to get there, and I feel like this is the best way for us to do both.
Okay, yeah. Okay, but be careful, please, because I still don't trust lunch or other arties or anything.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not sure I do either, but you and Vestal can really help Todd out, and I don't know what I'm good for, but I can try to at least, help this bit.
Okay, okay. I threw my bracelet away. Don't stay in touch. Come find us. Soren, stay in touch. Can you stay in touch with her?
Yes, I can. Would you like to call Dot?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys can
tell
do
her we're
that.
on our way.
And Dot,
Soren.
you will receive a message saying that they are on the way, and you also get probably around 6 very odd snapshots of your friends getting uploaded to your wristband.
It's like Snapchat in the future.
Dot looks at them as she's walking into the hospital and she responds like, I'm going in.
You heading into the hospital?
Heads into the hospital.
Have you got this flamethrower on show?
I feel like she would, if she brought her, like grabbed her thing, she would have stuffed it in a backpack of hers and probably put her hood up and walked in.
Yeah, you stroll into this area you've been in so many times before. You can see the circular desk, the robot almost swinging around the desk as it answers questions. And
my mac and cheese.
and these nurses and doctors just walking around you.
Dot is going to go to where Daniel Chen's office is.
Yeah. You take the lift up, you remember where it is, and you can see Daniel Chen's office, or where it was.
She is going to go into the office.
You just walking in? You burst in, you see a doctor there. Oh, hello. Hi. Do we have an appointment?
Hi there. I'm so sorry. I think I must have the wrong room. I'm looking for a Daniel Chen.
Oh, sorry. Daniel Chen passed away not too long ago. I'm sorry. Are you a relative?
Oh, wow. We were just very good friends. That's very surprising. Did he fall ill?
No. He actually tried to. He wasn't very well towards the end. He made some bad decisions, and there was a little bit of a face-off. But otherwise, it's all good. None of our other doctors have shown signs of behavior like that.
That's so unfortunate. Oh, goodness. Wow. Well, I'm sorry to have bothered you.
No problem at all. Is there anything I can help you with?
Actually, yeah, my boyfriend works here, Adam Watson. Is he around?
I don't know. Bear with me. I'll just look it up and see if he's in today. And this guy starts typing on his computer.
Just don't call him. It's a surprise. I brought him lunch.
Oh, how nice. What'd you get him? He says, as he starts typing.
Oh, I got him some noodles from this place he just loves.
And she loves noodles.
Noodles are so good.
Love them. And he's like, no, he booked the day off today.
Wonderful. Thank you.
No problem. Martin, by the way, but if you need anything, if you want to do another surprise, I don't mind being on that.
Wonderful. Thank you, Martin. She's going to step out of the room and shut the door. And she's going to just rub her head, rub her hands together. Where is that little slimy bastard at? She's going to walk to a nearby medical closet because I remember there one being in this hall.
Yeah, there's one in the hall, not quite direct, the opposite the office, but there is one just slightly further down.
She's going to go in there and grab a few shots. Just a few. She's going to tuck them in one of her little... I'm sure she has like a little belt for her like supplies, like a little satchel to hold things so they don't rustle too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that. Just sort of pocket them. As you sort of come out, there's a person there like, oh, can I help you?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I seem to be lost. I'm sorry. I just... I was supposed to be meeting someone here.
Are you okay?
I just have a frog in my throat, it seems. It's just terrible. I'm just looking for a friend. I'm sorry. Let me get out of your hair. And she's just going to...
Can you roll an intellect for me of 3 to try and get out of this person asking more questions? She reaches up, goes, wait, that cough doesn't sound too good. Why don't you come with me and we'll get you some stuff for it?
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Doc is going to roll a speed check and try and inject this person with a needle.
Yes, you can do.
Just kidding, it didn't work. Can I use an advantage?
You can use an advantage. Beat a 4. Yeah. So how are you doing this?
She's gonna get closer to her and she's like, oh yes, of course. And then she's gonna just grab her by the arm and inject her with the shot.
Yeah, she sort of looks at you like, what was that for? And she sort of, you see her sort of start to waver a little bit. She's not passing right out, but she suddenly seems very out of it.
She's gonna pull her into the medical closet. She's gonna set her down. She's going to take off her lab coat. She's going to take off her comm. Where is Adam Watson?
Adam Watson? Who?
Adam Watson.
Oh, the weird new kid.
The weird new kid. Where is he?
He's not in today. Like, she's sort of like loosely, like waving a little bit, getting drowsier and drowsier.
Tell me, where does Adam Watson's files? Where can I get access to them?
Files?
Files? Where's your office, Doctor?
My office is 1 level up. And she just sort of crashes into like, there's like a clatter as she hits like a bucket and a mop, like medical supplies as she goes down.
She's going to take her lab coat, she's going to take her badge, and she's going to head up the next floor to her office.
Yep. You head up in the elevator, you ride in there with a little old lady. Very much one like Artie met before, like, hello.
Hello.
Where are we going? What level?
Oh, just one on up, darling.
One on up, okay. And she's just like, hang on. And she sort of pulls glasses down. And presses the button. And quickly you whoosh up and stop very quickly. It's like,
okay,
there you go. And she sort of like waves, and then soon as you step out, she quickly whizzes off again.
And Dot is going to follow the name badge to the office that it goes to and go in.
Yeah, you see an office. There are 3 nurses in there. It seems to be like a communal office. And you just walk in and you go, oh, hi, are you new?
Yes, I just started recently. And she like tucks her badge and she goes, my name is Danielle.
Hi, Danielle. Nice to meet you. I'm Sarah.
Nice to meet you.
This is Rebecca, and the really grumpy looking one in the corner, that's Jennifer. Yeah, just don't, like, she hasn't had a coffee yet. She'll be fine.
I just have to add some things into my system. I realized they put my address in wrong, and I'm getting all of the wrong, like, my paperwork keeps going to my neighbor, and it's just a mess.
Oh, yeah, of course, over there, just over there. Like, and there's like literally like an old school filing cabinet, but you can see with one of them open, sort of, it's all sort of just glass sheets.
She's gonna start going through them until she sees Watson.
Yeah, you go through there and you do see a Watson. appear up, and if you look, you can see Adam's face.
Does it have his address on there?
There is no address. It literally just says that he has been working at this place for 6 months, and that he started off as a cleaner, and he worked his way up to just moving bits around for the hospital.
No address. She's going to go through there, and she's just gonna like shuffle some stuff around, and she's gonna take a file, and she's gonna just look like she's editing something over there, and she's like, and she just puts it all in there. And
do you want tea whilst you do that?
Oh no, thank you. I'm full of tea. I'm getting the jitters. You know how it is.
Yes. Oh gosh, do I know? Night shift. And she sort of like chats to herself about it and goes back to working.
She's gonna slide the thing closed, and she is going to exit the room.
Yeah, you can exit the room. I'm going to take a really quick bio. So you guys, whilst I'm here, if you want to take the advantage of discussing theories or anything like that, and I think Renee will be with us then, and then we will kick off. I will be back in a minute.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
So Dot's kind of coming to the conclusion that he's not here, so he's probably going to call you guys.
Yep. Renee, you look like an excellent taco. I just want to throw that in since you're walking around doing Christmas lights right now, so that's good.
Candle nights. It's candle nights.
It was candle nights though, and it was wonderful and beautiful and brilliant.
Beautiful. I'm living for it. Now that you're back, get ready to kill everyone.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, JD's not much for the murder thing.
Dot wasn't. I feel like Dot wasn't either until
until Adam.
Until about 5 minutes into the stream, first episode.
No, she didn't have to kill. It was never kill based. It was intelligence based. It is no longer intelligence based anymore. I should have put more might into my character because it is time to start beating some faces in. Because I feel like her next response is to go to the OTC because they own the hospital.
The fact that you got a flamethrower so easily from Alice makes me feel like that is not going to be a good play and we're not going to get anything out of that. But I do really appreciate her enabling us with the flamethrower.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to catch something on fire before I leave.
It's a good plan.
Don't mind me, just taking my elf ears off.
Oh, I'm mad. I'm so angry. I'm going to go refill my water cup. I'm so
Burn it down. Burn it down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to hop in on my computer.
Ow. Ow.
So how's everyone feeling so far?
Oh, everybody is having a blast.
It's
Right.
wonderful.
Enjoying the weather?
Yes. Mm.
All right. So we've come to the conclusion that Dot, because she realizes that Adam is not here, the hospital owns the OTC owns the hospital, and her only reasonable guess will be to text Soren and Artie that she is headed towards the OTC and she is going to leave the hospital.
Okay, you can leave the hospital. And the rest of you, where were you headed originally?
So Artie is off on his lunch errand, and Vestal and JD were going to go to the hospital, I think, but don't let me speak for you.
Okay, so Vestal and JD, you head towards the hospital.
Before leaving,
Mhm.
because this is an office that deals in medical supplies, do they have either sedatives and or scalpels?
There are bits and bobs like that. Most of it is broken, like the actual sedatives around. It looks like most of it's been smashed, but you can see like actual medical equipment like scalpels and things like that.
I'd like to see if I can grab any and all of whatever of those fits those two descriptions.
Yeah, you can grab a scalpel, you can grab like a pair of small scissors, you can get all those sorts of bits, and yeah, just add those to your sheet and they are now yours. You have found them.
Wonderful. Thank you.
and you guys head to the hospital. And actually, as you guys arrive at the hospital, you see Dot leaving. Dot looks like she's on a bit of a mission, and she is heading out of that hospital.
Do I see them as I'm walking out?
Yeah, I'd say so. They're sort of just, are you guys just pulling up at the front? Like, is JD and Vestal just pulling up at the front of the hospital, like where people normally drop off?
If we're doing the what would Dot do plan, it would be yes.
Okay.
Well, then she's gonna march right over to all of you. Be like, it's not here. Keep your taxi. We're going to the OTC. Artie, you're gonna get us in there.
Artie isn't there.
Artie's not there?
No.
Oh,
This
well,
is just Soren, Vestal, and JD.
Okay, then yeah, she's gonna walk up there and goes, "Where's Artie?" Oh, my sweet baby cat. That's my arm. What's hers, baby?
Oh, are we?
Vestal, where's Artie?
He was going to find the person that was gonna get him in contact with the other Arties.
Is he on his way to his home?
He's on his way to meet the person. Something to do with lunch and meeting someone who has contact with the other Arties. He had one of their comms. Like,
So he's going.
he's trying to get in touch with the other Arties right now.
Well, then he's on his way to where Adam is.
I imagine he's going to be heading here after, or if he gets contact with them.
Turn to JD. Hold on, let's put JD's. So Dot turns to JD.
Yes.
JD. If Artie is going to the OTC, he's probably in danger. Adam is not here, and Adam has no records. If the OTC owns the hospital, then the OTC knows what's going on.
Well, shit.
We need to get there before anything happens to Artie. Do you remember what Artie was wearing last?
Yes? Are we still matching? Are we still twins? We're not twins anymore. He traded clothes with that other Artie.
Okay, so but he's wearing, we know, we've all seen what he's worn last, the hoodie and jeans.
Yes.
So yeah, we need to get there. We need to, Soren,
Yes, Dot.
I know what you said about your morals, and I know you said you would never hurt anyone. I know that's not in your programming, but you need to do whatever you can to keep. Then she gestures to JD and Vesta with her two hands, them alive and safe. Do you understand?
I understand.
I don't care what that means. You need to keep them safe.
And you?
I don't know how much time a robot has. Focus on them. And she's going to start walking towards the bikes, and she's going to raise her hands, and she goes, to the OTC. And she's going to send a text to that dumb gang member who didn't respond and goes, we're taking over the OTC. It's your last chance to leave the shadows.
You send that message, there is no response.
Dot hops on her bike.
Artie, where are you?
Artie's in a cab that's leaving from the clinic, and he's got this map pin that he showed to the driver and will hopefully get him where he's going.
Yep, you land effectively by the OTC, your home. The same sort of big open hallway you always walk into with the desk and all the elevators. And someone sort of walks up to you with a what looks like a hot cup of something and a tub. Hello, I got your order. It's your favorite.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Yeah, here you go. Okay, I've got to go again. Got more orders. I'll see you
Okay, I
later.
got a real quick thing.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Do you know what's going on with Adam Watson?
I'm really sorry. I just make the food. I don't.
Okay. I need to talk to Mom. Do you know where she's at?
I don't know where your mum is.
Right.
Like this guy's stood in an apron, and he's got like a rucksack on, and he's like, I don't know who your mum is. I'm really sorry. I literally just deliver food.
Yeah, okay. All right, thanks.
You all right, Archie?
It's, there's a lot of stuff with the rain and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's some crazy stuff. I heard about that earlier. I mean, luckily I wasn't out in it, or
Right. So, who told you about it anyways? Was it on the...
I was outside.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You sure
Okay.
you're all right?
No, there's a lot going on.
Okay. Like, and he looks like quite awkward, and he sort of not backs away from you. He's like, I'm gonna go. I've got
Yeah.
some more orders, but
Yeah, thanks.
yeah. And he starts walking away. He's like, enjoy your noodles,
Mhm.
and leaves.
Hey.
And you are in like this area, the same area you know every time.
Okay, I'm going to call Soren.
Yeah, you call Soren, and JD, whilst you're on this bike, because you're sat at the front, you can hear Soren sort of ring and then turn on. Hello, Artie.
Oh, Artie's calling.
Hi, Soren. Is JD available? Is she with Dot and the Flamethrower right now?
Dot and who is Flamethrower?
No, it's the device.
JD is here.
Okay.
JD, are you available?
Yeah, I mean, is there a way to put it on speakerphone? Speaker bike?
Of course. And you just hear like that bing again, and you're on speakerphone.
Hey, Artie.
Hey, okay, so I'm not I didn't get any better at anything. I got lunch.
What?
I didn't, it's not a secret connection. There's no Artie Club or anything like that. It's just a lunch. I'm just like right here in front of the OTC, and I basically just have noodles.
Have you eaten the noodles?
I want to, but I don't know that it's a good idea because
I don't think you should eat the noodles. I want to trust the noodle guy so bad. I really do. But I
do you
don't
think it's the same noodle guy?
I honestly don't know. Where'd you get your noodles from?
I don't know. Does the noodle guy wear like a sack? Because this guy does not. I mean, like
What?
I don't think it's the same guy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've never met the noodle guy, but maybe you should just take a
He
look.
gave us those gas masks this one time.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't him.
Hey, so the OTC may be super dangerous right now, says Dot, and we all know that Dot is the smartest one who hangs out with us on the reg.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So maybe like hide and we can come get you. I don't know. That's maybe a plan. I'm working with what I've
I
got.
wasn't gonna go inside. I was just gonna get back in the taxi and leave. But
Well, we are on our way. Where should we find you?
hey Soren, can you just track my location on my comms?
That I can, Artie.
Wow, Soren is such a badass.
Yeah, it's best I just let Soren handle all this stuff.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just wait.
Okay, so Artie, you are currently stood in the middle of this massive hall. There's lots of people walking past you with a thing of just hot noodles and a coffee. You're in the center of this. Out the front, past the words desk, there's a huge glass window, which you're used to seeing, and another even larger garden. And you can also see different levels of grass hovering this is the thing you normally see out your window every day. And you can see like benches and stuff like that out there as well.
Okay, so now that I'm slightly clued in, does this look anything like the normal OTC, or does this look like secret OTC?
Could you roll an intellect for me, please?
I would like to do that.
Just
yes.
a 3.
Okay, I will not panic yet. We'll see if I can do that. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Nope.
You're not too sure. Like there were, you know that there was like grass and stuff at the OTC and where you effectively escaped from. You know, it was up on the higher levels. And again, there's a lot of just white and metallic around here. But you feel more like this is where you live.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Yeah. Okay.
Artie, hi. And it's the security guard again. The same security guard you see on a daily basis. You, all right there?
Yeah, kind of. How are you?
Well, I can't complain.
Okay. Everybody's being careful with the rain, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but I mean, I'm quite lucky in some respects. First time I've ever been lucky to have a desk job.
Yeah. What did the OTC do when the rain came down? Did they warn everybody?
Well, they called as many people into the building as possible, so yeah, but it all seems to be gone now.
Okay.
But it's not like
Are the
we've
plants
control
all
over
right?
the rain or anything, so.
Yeah, that would be weird. No one would do that. So the plants and everything, none of that's affected by the rain, right?
No, and he just sort of like literally points out behind him and like, seems fine. And you can see some
Yeah.
big trees sprouting up, some plants, like flowers. It seems fine. And you see the little, as these small little hovering robots go around and spray these plants sort of every 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, everything seems totally normal.
You sure you're all right? You want to just kind of standing there? Do you not want to like sit down or something? And he sort of offers his chair and then he sort of...
Yeah, sure. I'll take a seat. Look, do you want some noodles? I don't know if I'm going to eat this.
Really? I haven't had noodles in ages.
Yeah, I mean, here you go.
Thanks, I'll eat it on my lunch break. Cheers.
Yeah.
And he just sort of sets it down aside. He's like, I mean, yeah, you're welcome to stay here behind the desk. I mean, I've known you for long enough. I trust you. And there's the garden if you want to sit in the garden. There's...
No, I mean, I think this is pretty good, thanks. I mean, that way I don't have to worry about going in and out. But right here's good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And he pulls up like a seat next to you. And it's just sort of chatting away. You can see him flicking through some of the screens on the security. And we'll hop over to Vestal, Dot, and JD. And you guys are on your way up to the OTC. And as you do this, you see the screens flicker once more. And you see those same feet walking, those boots, just just as that humming, and you see feet walking up these white steps and walking across grass.
Where is he going? Where is it? It's here. There's grass here. There's white stairs here, right?
Dot pulls up at the OTC and waits for y'all to pull up next to her.
Soren skids to a stop, super cool like.
Dot gets off her bike and she claps at Soren and the rest of the crew. All right, let's go get Artie. You're muted.
The one time I let him do his own thing and we sent him to a dangerous place. I was so proud.
As you park up, anyone who has a bracelet, all the screens, the big screens turn off for you and a little screen pops up on your wrist. And once again you hear as it's and the patter of footsteps as these feet walk along a corridor, and it pans up, and walking with their back to you. Is that Artie?
Is it Artie?
Someone in a hoodie and jeans.
He's walking
And
towards us.
He's walking toward. You're seeing this through a screen, and you see this vision of what looks like Artie from behind. The hoodie, the jeans, and this person is getting closer and closer.
Do we call Artie?
As they go.
Dot is going to walk into the OTC lobby.
Are you all running into the OTC?
Not running. Running is creepy.
Running. Okay, you're all heading into the OTC.
I think JD yells at the screen, Artie, without really thinking that he can't hear her.
We need to find Artie. There's no reason to call him. We need to get in there and we need to talk to someone to see where he is. And she's going to push open the door and walk towards the security.
Yeah, Dot, you push open the door and you walk in. Vestal, are you following?
Yes, Dot seems to know where to go.
We've been here one time. We met Artie here. We talked to security. They let us in.
That's one more time than I've been here.
So you two walk in. Now, JD, if you're still looking at your screen, you see this humming gets louder. It gets closer to Artie, and a hand reaches out and closes just inches from this Artie.
Oh, okay.
And then the hand reaches again and taps on the shoulder. And it turns around. And Artie goes, oh, hello. And in one swift movement, you see him sort of choke and sort of reach as something is plunged into his stomach. And he drops to the floor.
It can't be real.
Sort of buzzes a little bit. And it's like a camera has fallen over on its side. And you see Adam Watson dragging this Artie into a room at the end of a corridor. Dot, as you run in...
So horrible.
Dot, as you run in, you see Artie sat next to a security guard.
Dot's going to march up to him. She's going to look at Artie.
Oh, hi! The security guard just sort of waves at you.
Hey, Artie, quick question. Hey. Our new friend we made, what was her name? Captain, Doctor... What was that lady's name we've recently met? That woman we haven't...
Artie's face.
We spent some time with her, you know.
You're our new friend.
Downstairs.
Am I supposed to actually say it in front of this guy, or is this some sort of test?
What?
She smiles. Don't worry about it. We like playing games with Artie. You know how he doesn't quite understand things. Hey, buddy, can we go? We still have tea with your mother, remember?
No, I do not want to do that. That doesn't. We're not actually.
We have tea with your mother,
right? Yeah.
JP
hey,
comes running in.
I am feeling better, and I'm going to go and have tea with my mother, which is a thing we planned to do and are now doing.
Dot rolls her eyes and looks at the security guard. This kid, am I right?
Like this guy looks genuinely confused. He's sat there with like this coffee, like just sipping it. And who are you? Sorry, have I met you guys before?
No, they work with my mom.
Dot is still wearing.
We are going to see her.
Oh, Artie, can you roll an intellect for me? You're going to try and convince this person. On a 3.
Come on, buddy.
Okay. All right, hey, I have an advantage for when I need it in 2 seconds. I am applying a level of effort because honestly, it's what means the most to Artie right now. Oh, and I'm still bad at stuff. Okay, may I try that once more with my advantage, please?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Come on,
thank you.
come on.
Hey, even worse. Okay, well, you know what? It's what Artie would do.
And the guy looks at you And then looks at the rest. She's like, I'm gonna need to see some ID.
I'm going to put my hand on his head, and I'm going to use this skill.
Erase memories. Yeah, how do you do this?
I'm basically going to put my hand up towards his head so that my thumb is kind of near the middle of his forehead.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to like push him back, and you see almost like something drawn out of him, out of his forehead. And then I'm just going to grab it. And then
you see this guy sort of sit back, and he's not asleep, but he seems very dazed. And then he just turns to look at the security cameras and starts drinking his coffee again.
Okay.
Can that be the moment that JD comes in?
Yeah.
Don't freak out.
Whoa.
It's okay.
Fucking
He doesn't remember
badass, Vestal.
the last few minutes. He does not remember them.
Let's leave.
Treat him as he was not here for the last 4 minutes or so.
JD starts like tiptoeing backwards.
She's gonna Artie. Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah,
we have
let's
a
go.
meeting.
Yeah, this is the
Actually,
first
I
time you've
think
seen
we're-
Vestal do anything like this.
Dot is going, as she walks away, she is going to hook arms with Vestal and pull her close and be like, what the fuck was that?
Well, I talked about the thing in my head. This.
Dawn
Well-
was not there for that part. She was off trying to kill Adam with a flamethrower.
Right. I've told JD and Artie about how I came to have this thing here, and it's a gem, and it's like crystal-ish, and it's completely black. And if you look, the tattoos that I have over my face actually all stem from that piece.
I
Oh.
just thought that was cool. All right, Vestal. She's gonna tap their arm and be like, nice
It's
to know.
it's not something I like to use all the time. It's not something I'm super well acquainted with,
Wow.
but it seemed to be the time to use it.
Well, whatever fun things you've acquainted with, we're going to need. So it's good to have you. And she's gonna like let go of Vestal, and she's going to look at Artie and be like, all right, Artie, where's Mother Dearest?
Oh no, we're not actually doing that, are we?
Why not?
I just don't really want to see my mother.
Why? What do you know?
What are we doing?
She's pretty unpleasant and threatened to kill you all.
I don't
Oh,
care.
she
What-
did.
Does she know where
Yeah.
Adam is?
But maybe not right now because she seems angry with him doing stuff he's not supposed to. But she would definitely know what this plan is.
Oh, so your mother knows Adam intimately. Beautiful. We're gonna go find your mom.
Okay, so Dot, you and I haven't been in the same place anywhere recently, I think. So here's what I know. The OTC has a lot of arties. There's like at least 50 of them. And my mom is apparently not like my actual mom, but like that's like a title mom. And also she seems to be in charge of all of them. And that there's something going on there where like she is probably the reason all the stuff is messed up. She didn't create the cold, but they are aware of the cold and know that stuff is going on. And I think the cold is, I don't know if Adam could do that, but I mean, somebody who is messing with their stuff and she's not happy about it. And also just recently threatened to kill Zelda and JD.
Oh,
Vestal and
cool.
JD, I'm sorry.
Beautiful. So what I'm hearing is Adam is part of the OTC and Adam did this. And your mother is very aware that the cold exists. So your mother and I will have a few choice words together and I will probably burn her alive. Do you have any qualms, Artie?
No, not really about that part. But I mean, there is only just like the 1, 2, 3, 4 of us and a giant robot. But then she's got like 50 arties and who knows what else and a giant corporation. I mean, I'll just show you where it is. How about that?
Let's go.
Okay,
We've-
this is not gonna go well.
We have also reached 10 retweets. So that is an oddity. So I'm going to give you each a number as usual. So JD1.2, RT3, and Vestal 4. Let's roll that. 3, Artie. Could you roll
Okay.
1D100, please?
Theoretically, yes. I did almost just type 1d20, so it really is actually theoretical. Oh man.
25.
I swear we keep getting this one. Where is it?
I know, I hope it's a necklace.
Okay, it's really not, but it's another wonderful thing for you.
I could just tie it around my neck.
Okay. Yeah, you okay, yeah. So you're heading upstairs, I assume, towards your room, your normal apartment.
Well, I'd hope we were heading towards his mother's house.
That tends to be on the same area. You hop in the elevator. And as you go up in this sort of glass tube of an elevator, it looks out over on all of this greenery, some of it hovering with flowers. There's birds. There's these big tall trees as you go up, and it stops on the level. And the doors open. And on the floor, you see a streak of blood drag all the way down to the end of the corridor.
What the fuck is this?
Okay. I don't know. I was going to be surprised if she was home, but maybe she is. Okay, I'm going right to their door.
Dot is pulling out the flamethrower.
Yep. Okay.
JD,
So
you
I hit the.
recognize this scene.
Dot recognizes. I mean, JD does. I mean, JD watched it. Is JD going to tell us?
JD's
You're muted.
It was you. Artie, it was you.
I'm like swiping the interface for the door right now.
It was
What?
Artie.
It was Artie. It was not. I mean, it wasn't Artie, but it was an Artie.
An Artie? Is this the blood? The blood is an Artie?
What?
It's from an Artie.
Who did it?
Who do you think?
Get us in there, Artie.
I mean, I'm swiping as hard as I can. It doesn't really do anything at this point. Let me just. We're gonna have to move the door or something.
So, Artie, you will have to walk through this, like down this corridor towards the end. Are you avoiding the blood, or are you just walking through it?
No, I'll just walk through it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So JD, you look down the corridor as Artie walks through this sort of streak of blood towards the door, and I'm assuming Dot's following with the flamethrower. You are still stood by the elevator, and what is Vestal doing? You are muted, Vestal.
I'm looking for ways into the place, into Artie's mother's place. Is there like open windows or anything that?
This is just a flat out corridor. Artie is currently like using a swipe card. And JD, are you still by the elevator sort of looking at the scene, or?
Yeah, this is still just the second person I've seen die. I've now seen more dead bodies. This is really, really messed up.
JD, I need you to breathe in and I need you to breathe out. Smell the roses, blow out
I
the
don't
candle.
smell roses, I smell blood.
Soren, get us into this room.
Okay, and I'm going to roll. Hang on, if it lets me. It's not letting me. Let's just... I'm going to have a difficulty of 4. So Soren throws herself against this door. She can't quite get in, but she dents this door inwards. You can feel like as the metal just crunches and crashes through this door.
Fantastic. If I heat the metal, do you think Soren will have an easier time in?
You can try.
Dot's been waiting to try it out. She's going to do a light. She's just going to turn it on and aim towards the spot where Soren has already hit.
Roll a might for me. Just a might of 3.
Fuck.
You're heating up this door. It's starting to glow red. And she's sort of not struggling to touch it, but as she touches it, you can hear a hiss.
She's going to turn off the flamethrower. We need it in this room. Vestal, what kind of mumbo jumbo can your crystal do?
I have something that might work, but no guarantees. And I'm gonna try and do, if I can get this out of my way.
It's beat a 3. It's now,
Ooh, That's a. Oh, I'm going to use my advantage, please. That I
Yeah,
have.
yeah, roll again.
And I will just roll a, what is it, D20 or D10?
D10.
D10.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, as you do this, it's almost like it's not an explosion, like a force, and you can see the door start to shake as it then just through into the room and collapses. Sort of like, it's like it sort of rocks slightly where it's been bent by Soren, and before it rests on the floor.
It's not perfect and it's destructive. No one's gonna think that no one was here. That's all.
And as you look into this room, this is Artie's mother's apartment. Artie is very much like your own, maybe a little bit bigger. Again, you see more sort of bloody footprints in here rather than anything else. And there's something laying on the desk, sort of a square piece of something that again is quite bloody.
Is Artie in that room now?
Is who, sorry?
Am I in that room or am I somewhere else?
You can walk into the room if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I should probably be the one to pick up anything bloody.
Yeah, you step over and you can look, and thank you for that wild magic surge, as you see a square piece of flesh laying on this table. And as you look at it, it's as if someone is writing on it. It just says, "Dear Diary, it's Monday again. I hate Mondays." And it disappears almost as soon as it's written.
Okay. Can you describe that one more time for me, Alice? I got
So it's
distracted.
like a square, it looks like someone has literally cut out a square piece of flesh off of someone. And like when there's words start to appear on it, there's no one actually writing it, but it looks like someone is writing on it. "Dear Diary, it's Monday again. I hate Mondays." And disappears almost as quickly.
Okay, as long as I just want to make sure I heard all this right. Okay, that's horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does it do anything else at this point other than having the writing now having disappeared?
It disappears and just keeps rewriting it over and
Same
over
exact
again.
phrase. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Does the handwriting look in any way familiar to me?
No, it doesn't. It's just drawn like quite a sort of almost like italic, wavy handwriting, but it's not something you recognize.
Okay, Dot. Is there? Oh, never mind.
Curse the cat.
Vestal, this is super weird, and so I feel like it's officially your department without being mean about it. I'm gonna go see if I can find any more things that are bloody.
I used my powers one time, and I'm now the super weird one. I will take a look at it. I mean, I don't know what else I'm gonna be able to take from it, but
Yeah, you see the same thing. You see exactly the same thing. It just keeps writing over and over again.
Vestal, if that turns out to be from somebody named Artie, please don't tell me, okay?
I absolutely will not tell you.
Okay, thanks. I'm kind of worried about that.
You hear a crash in the room next to you around the corner, which Artie will know is the kitchen, and you hear pots and pans start to fall.
Artie's mother does not have a cat, so Artie will go and see what is causing the crash.
Dot is immediately behind him, flamethrower ready.
Mm-hmm.
She's already primed it. It's already works. She knows.
You turn around the corner, you look round, and you can see Mum. Like, she looks wide-eyed, crazed-eyed, and she's like it's like she's touching all the surfaces to try and grab hold of something. She doesn't look at you at all. and she's just grabbing around, and she's like,
Welcome to the academy. Please take your seat.
stands there, and her back, her shirt is wet with red.
Hey,
Dot, you got to do something.
Dot's gonna set down the flamethrower and she's gonna approach the woman. Hey, mom.
Hey, mom, we're right here.
And she sort of looks up. She's like, get out of my house. Who are you?
No, hey, mom, we're here to help. Come on, what's going on? What happened?
Who are you?
Dot's a nurse. She's going to be able to help you.
Ma'am, excuse me.
You're a nurse?
Ma'am, it looks like you've been very injured. I need you to lay down on the couch and I can see what I can do about these wounds.
I can't lay on my back. I can't lay on
happened?
my back.
No, just lay down on your front, mom. Come on.
Where have you been stabbed? Lay in the opposite side.
Haven't been stabbed. Took it off my back.
Dot is going to walk around her and she's going to take off this woman's shirt.
Yeah, you can see it's like cut down the back, like someone has just cut it open.
She's going to...
There is a perfect square missing.
Where is the gauze in this house? Where are the medical supplies in this house?
In the drawer, kitchen drawer. I don't know. I'm really sick. Like, and you can see her lolling her head. She's like, who are you and why are you in my house?
She's going to grab her by the cheeks. Adam Watson. Where is Adam Watson?
Who is Adam Watson? Who is he?
Dot's going to reach behind her head and feel the back of her neck.
What are you looking for?
She's feeling to see if she's got any burns back there.
You feel a small circular burn.
Ma'am, it seems that you've been injured by a very sick man. What is your name?
Dot, can't you just give her something to knock her out? I don't think she's going to be good for anything right now.
Dot is going to look at him and go, it could be toxic.
And she looks down and says, my name tag. I'm mom. Look, and she just starts like grasping at her like shirt with this. Like starts grasping at her shirt.
I'm right there with you, Cat.
Like Cat is enough. And she's like, my name is Mom. There. Is there.
It is. Artie,
Dot.
Adam has gone rogue.
Okay, yeah, I mean...
I
yeah,
work at the
you gotta help her.
OPC. And then she sort of just like points down at the line underneath her name.
Dot is going to take the name tag from her. She's going to pocket it. Ma'am, I need you to lay on your stomach right now. Remove your clothes and lay on your stomach.
Are you a nurse?
I am a nurse. I'm going to make you feel
Mom, she's a
much
nurse.
better.
Just lay down.
Who? Mom? I'm Mom. And
You
she
are Mom.
sort of
Yes.
lays
Yes.
down. She lets it like, and Artie, this is the first time you've seen your mum like not angry. Like, if anything, it's really bizarre to you. Like, she's not.
Artie is
kind.
holding her hand and just like, trying to be there for her because he doesn't know what to do with this at all.
Mm. And she lays down.
How deep is this square that was cut out? How much flesh?
I'd say about. It's looking like half an inch.
Is there any flesh underneath, or is it all now muscle tissue and bone?
There's a little bit of flesh underneath.
I need warm water. I need gauze. Artie, I don't know what to use on her. It's going to make her sick.
Dot, I don't really think it matters at this point. I don't know that we have anything that's good for anything.
Well, grab all of her medical supplies and bring them to me now.
I have sedatives if you need them. A few.
You know what? I think we have a first aid kit in the bathroom. Maybe we should be using that.
Grab it.
I'm going to go look in the bathroom and see if there's a first aid kit. Maybe there's something there that might be okay.
Yeah, you look in the cupboards and you find a first aid kit. Very simple, very standard, like paracetamol equivalent painkillers and the gauze and some other stuff like that.
I mean, I don't know if any of this is any use in this kind of case, but...
That skin you found. I know it talks or something.
No, I mean, yeah, right? It's gotta be. Okay, I'm gonna go see Vestal. Vestal, I'm gonna...
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Sewing kits.
We'll all be in the first aid pack.
Cool. So Dot is gonna spray the skin thing with antiseptic.
She winces, but at the same time, she almost seems too out of it to really react.
Dot is going to sew it back onto her back and then wrap her body in gauze.
Okay, can you roll me a 4 intellect, please? Yeah, you know your stuff. You do this. You sew this back on. And this woman is like flushed red and then will go sort of deathly pale as you do this. And once you're done, she just sits there, holding Artie's hand, just staring blankly.
JD, search the house for weapons.
Okay, yeah. JD starts moving very robotically.
Artie, go to the computer and see if you can find any information on Adam Watson.
Okay, yeah, I'll see what I can find. So Artie's gonna go try to log into the home computer and see if he can find some information.
Yeah. So as Artie's mom just sort of shrugs her shirt back on, she sits down and just sits on the sofa. And JD, you can walk around. You see like more like kitchen implements more than anything else. Again, this is not necessarily a weapon heavy place. Just somehow Dot has a flamethrower. And
I think JD grabs every sharp kitchen implement to take to Dot just in case.
Yeah, you can like open all the drawers. It's got the standard like kitchen knives and everything. There's forks, there's spoons, there's
forks for sure. Maybe not the spoons. Like, I mean, I've seen that video of someone getting hit by a spoon over and over again, but like,
I want you to send me that video.
Anything pointy for sure.
Yeah, you can literally like the rest of you will hear all this clanking as like JD is scooping up everything in all of the drawers. And Artie, as you're looking in this computer, you can see Adam Watson come up. The file comes up.
Okay.
What is it you're exactly looking for?
I'm not sure. I guess I'll look for any information about contact or where we might find him. Anything that might indicate what his work history with the OTC is like.
Okay.
I'm kind of just skimming.
You sort of have a quick skim read, and you can see that he has full access all the way up to the upper levels.
Looks like we got a new
These are levels you probably didn't know about. However, you're pretty sure this is where you escaped from. Almost.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense. How are we doing on the, like, if I was just poke around and look at Artie Chen, what kind of files do I get on the Artie project?
As you open, you click on the name Artie Chen. And it's like, you know, when like Windows breaks and you get all the files come up, that's what starts happening with Artie Chen, Artie Chen, Artie Chen. And they're all different ages. They all look the same as you, but you can see how they have been either born effectively at different times, different prototypes. Some of them have a slightly different colored hair, maybe a streak in their hair. Maybe one of them has a slightly bigger nose or smaller ears. It's all slight tweaks. And then as you look in further, you can see they're consistently referencing the cure.
Okay. And if I do a quick cure Google, do I find anything on that?
You don't necessarily find anything specific, but as you read through some of the information, you can see how DNA was found below the earth DNA that links everyone on this planet together, and how it has been manipulated to create a cold.
Okay. And when we say the Earth, we mean Eden?
Yes, we do.
Okay, just making sure. I'm not trying to be a jerk.
No.
So yeah, okay. So we've got some ideas of that, and nothing more linky than those couple of things, right?
Yeah, it's sort of it looks like it's got pictures of the ship coming up, very similar to the ones you've all seen. And there's pictures of Commander White in a cryotube, in a cryochamber asleep. And you can see the matron, a much younger matron, a much younger Lauren Curtis, maybe only 19 years old, walking around this ship, and pictures of them unloading bodies, asleep bodies like Lucy White, and taking them elsewhere, taking the plants from the side of the surfaces and leaving the ship with them, and collecting whatever information they can.
Okay. So I'm going to call everybody over to the computer and then just show it to them again so they can have the same information. So, I mean, I don't know what it's supposed to mean, but it looks like they went in and plucked Commander White out themselves and grabbed everything. I mean, these have got to be the people who have got the information about the cold.
The matron looks so young in those photos.
Yeah, everybody looks young.
I almost thought she came out of the womb that old and angry.
Yeah, well, looks like everybody's changed a lot.
One thing hasn't changed.
Looks like we got a new
Dot steps away
friend.
from the computers. And it's that we have access to the upper levels now.
Yeah.
And it is time to make a house call. Now, your mother here is a very important bargaining chip. And I think Soren should bring her with us.
Soren will step forward and just gently pick up the mother, not do anything. And she just
God,
lets her.
If we bring her with us, we need to just let them take care of her.
They can have her once we get her up there.
Welcome to the academy.
But if Adam-
Seats.
Your Arties respond to Mother. And now Adam Watson has attempted to kill her.
I don't know. I mean, at all, really what to think, but I mean, I'm not okay with seeing any more bloodshed. I'm not going to do anything about it. I mean, if we can take Adam out, like bring him out of that situation, I'm all for that, but this is really too much.
Vestal and JD, whereabouts are you in this room? In this apartment?
Gotten everything pointy I can and dumped it right next to Dot and just kind of stood next to her waiting to my next command.
I will be by that first aid kit, and I'm actually going to swipe whatever pack of needles that they have that is in it.
Okay. AD, everyone else is busy and you're waiting. Out of the corner of your eye, the screen in the room flickers again and again. Just like that static, the same in your apartment, sort of static.
I jump at it as soon as I see it and like flinch.
And it looks like you can see Adam Watson, like he's adjusting a camera. And he waves.
Can you hear me?
And he doesn't react. But you see, like, he's got this little, like, cartridge thing, which you know is for music. And he flicks it on and puts in some headphones. And he starts dancing about the place. And as he draws back from the camera, he's got a couple of big square devices with red flashing buttons on them. And he sort of dances around this lab, fixing them to all these tubes with sleeping arties in them and around the lab. As he's just like, he slides, it's like if he was like dancing to Fred Astaire or Frank Sinatra. He is sliding around this room. He's loving every second of this.
Wait. Dot, are you seeing Dot? Are those bombs? Dot?
Dot turns and looks to see what she's looking at, and she gets closer. She stares at it. Artie?
Yeah.
I can promise you that you will not have to hurt anyone. But I also promise you that this man has taken too much from too many. And I cannot promise that I will be as fair as you. Are you okay with me taking Soren and your mother up to receive treatment from her team?
If there's people there that are going to take better care of her, we can't do anything here that you haven't already done. I don't know
No.
anything about medicine.
We're taking her to the top floor. She will receive treatment, and we will see what we can do to stop Adam. I do not trust the OTC. The OTC created this illness. Right now,
I don't think that's true. I
JD
think
is
the
just like
problem-
pressed up to the screen watching.
JD, I wouldn't watch that if I were you.
He's gonna kill them. He's gonna kill all of them.
JD, turn around. Please turn around. You don't want to see what's about to happen.
You can see him do like, with that sort of with his arms out, and he slides through the lab and he starts fixing it to all the tables in there. As he dances through, he's really sort of just moving with the music. His eyes close every now and again as he bobs his head to this music.
He's doing this to incite a reaction from you. He's trying to upset you, JD.
Where is he?
Where
Look,
all of the Arties are.
Let's just go. We don't have to watch the video. We can just go now.
Let's go.
I can't watch another Artie die.
Look,
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna-
want to watch video. I mean, I would say let's stop him right now, but I don't even know if that's a live video, if it's a recording. Let's just get out of here. We don't have to watch it.
I just slam my fist against the TV and I turn back and I'm like,
You break this TV.
oh yeah, I do. That is my right arm, isn't that?
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot. Thanks, GM. Yeah. So yeah, my mechanical arm, which like doesn't really feel anything, but I'm just like, okay. Dot, I'm with Artie. I have never seen people die before this week, and I'm sick and tired of it. I don't want to see any more Arties die. I don't want to see you or Vestal die. And I'm still for that cake when all of this is over. Dot, we haven't told you, but we're having cake.
I mean, I don't know
And
how much you can stop. Go ahead.
Whatever you think, Dot. Whatever you think needs to happen. I trust you, and I'm not okay with all of the death and all of the killing, but I trust you.
Dot walks over to the flamethrower and picks it up. She turns to everyone. I made a promise when regular kids were learning how to ride bikes and learning how to experience things, I was learning how to save people's lives. I was never taught to kill people, but I was taught that the people of Eden deserve nothing but freedoms and their rights to live. And if that means I have to become a monster or I have to die, I will make sure that Eden is the place that my mother died for. I will make sure it is the place that the matron died for. That stupid bitch. She's gonna squeeze her hands tightly around this flamethrower. I am going to make sure that this ends And this ends today.
Let's go.
JD picks up some forks.
None of you are gonna die if we can help it. You know, it's not flashy, but living through hard times seems to be better than, you know, the opposite of living.
Couldn't ask for a better group of friends.
Seem to be the only ones telling me whole truths, so I trust you more than whatever's in here.
Dot's gonna walk out of the room.
Before
He's gonna follow with the forks.
As JD goes to leave, she'll feel a hand on her arm, just briefly, and Soren is like, "You hit that pretty hard. Are you hurt?"
No, fine. Flex the fingers, make sure that they are all like working at the right joints and everything.
Yeah, you do. You can feel them all working fine.
I just kind of look at Soren for a second. Are you okay?
I don't know. Are we going to die?
I don't know.
Can I die?
I don't know. I mean, theoretically, I guess something similar or the same. I mean, they'd have to try real hard to get rid of you.
And Soren stands silently for a little bit. Dot said I might have to kill someone to protect you all.
Soren, you don't have to kill anybody if you don't want to. I know you always say, like, I don't want to do anything, but, like, do whatever you know is right.
If I didn't kill someone, would you die? Would Artie die? Would Vestal die? Would Dot die? And they just keep sort of repeating. And then looks, would Artie die? And the Wizmo is sort of crawling around on her shoulder.
Set a hand on her arm, kind of. I'm like, hey. Look, Soren, I don't know the answer. I don't know what's gonna happen. We have a flamethrower. I have forks. And a lot of people have died. A lot of people are probably going to die. And I don't know how we're gonna stop this. I don't. But if you need to step in, if you feel you need to step in, are you feeling? Are you feeling?
I'm not sure what that is. And she reaches back into one of like the compartments and pulls out this magazine. I found this yesterday. Can we do? And she sort of flicks the pages and holds it open. And it's like a kids magazine. It's like effectively, or like Cosmo. And she's like looking at it. It's like, and the title just says Friends. Is it? Can we do this? And there's a picture of just two people hugging. Is that what we do?
Yeah, we do that. And I'm just gonna hug her and I'm gonna kind of like pet her.
You feel this really awkward, like planky sort of arms try and like looking at the magazine at the same time for like reference, like trying to work it out.
You're doing great.
And then
Artie is in that hug. Artie is also hugging Vestal. Or pardon me. Well, yes, now I'm hugging Vestal, so take that, Vestal. And hugging JD and hugging.
Come here,
Are you
come
pulling
on.
Dot into the corridor?
Dot like turns her head to see what everyone's doing. She's waiting for them, and they're all hugging.
Dot, we are having a group hug before you walk away. Come back here. JD, just come on. My motorcycle wants a hug.
And
So
you
we're giving
guys-
her a hug.
You guys all hug, and Artie, on the top of your head, you feel a pat as this Wismo Artie is just patting you on the head, trying to mimic what you guys are doing.
Artie is now trying to hug RT as well. And then puts the other arm around so that Dot is more in the hug and brings her more into hugging everyone. So there.
This is so nice, and I love you guys. This is friends. This is good.
You're having a terrible time, aren't you?
I don't do hugs. This is how you spread infections.
Yeah, that's right.
I love you guys.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Can we take the square-backed woman to the top floor now?
yeah, okay. Oh yeah, because Soren's still holding Artie's mom too, so she was part of the group hug too. Oh, good. Yeah, okay, let's go not die. How's that sound? Good, Soren? Yeah?
That
Also, a
sounds-
question: do I have enough Mars bars for everyone in my bag?
You do. I think you scooped up like all these really old Mars bananas.
I'm handing out Mars bars.
Dot will pocket it. She's not going to eat your dusty candy right now.
They're really,
Dusty
really
candy
good.
for after she destroys Adam, but she like looks at it and she looks at you and she goes,
It's good. Trust me.
Still better than our vitamin-filled candy.
she tucks it in and she goes, I don't do candy. I might start though.
I never used to be allowed candy either, but I do think it's worth it.
You might like it.
Dot smiles and she walks out of the room again. This time watching all of them to make sure they follow her and no one has an emotional moment from point A to point B. She's like, come on, children, let's go, my dears. We have people to destroy. We have empires to ruin. Mothers to save.
All right, let's do this.
And you step out and you have acquired effectively like the mother's card key, and you can see on her actual card it says level 638. You are on the 40th floor, and you can see an elevator in front of you, again overlooking these beautiful gardens, and it bings and the doors open.
Up we go.
May I request a scene here?
Yes.
So we've got the lift, and we see the floors like whizzing by super fast, right? I imagine Soren's in this lift with us and
Yeah,
holding
everyone's got it.
Mom. Yeah, all right. Artie turns back to the group and says, look, I understand this is really serious, and I know Adam needs to get stopped. I am on board with that. But something that I'm starting to realize about me is the fact that there were or are, I don't even know how many Arties out there. And there was one Artie that my dad took home with him and that my mom and my dad raised. And as far as I can tell, the only thing that's different about me is I don't have the cold. But there had to be a reason they picked that. Otherwise, I'd be out there doing whatever those other Arties do. And they don't strike me as good people. They don't strike me as people who are working in the best interest of Eden. I think that's the one thing that I'm meant to do, is make sure that if this happens, if we're doing this thing right now, that we try to like stay people. We've got to go in there. We can't just kill everything we see and set it all on fire. We've got to go in there with the idea that we're going to get these things back to where they need to be. I don't know how to do that by myself either. Just so we're clear, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Artie. We will be smart. I don't want to see any of these people hurt.
I don't think this is an organization that's doing something bad. I think this is a few people who are radical idiots that have decided they're going to destroy the world. And as far as I can tell, we've got one left we've got to deal with.
I don't know if I agree with you yet. It's hard for me to trust the OTC. It's hard for me to trust, but I trust you, Artie.
No, just if they wanted things to be gone, they would be gone. They don't benefit by killing everyone.
They don't benefit until they've found the cure.
I am the cure. I have the cure. I mean, you know, they let me go. I mean, they could have worked a lot harder on keeping me there.
We'll see, Artie. But I will go in with an open mind.
I mean, that's all I'm asking.
Adam is mine, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want that guy to be okay with everything he's done.
I don't want to be any less me than I am now and than I was a week ago. I think I'm still me, and I think that I've changed a lot, and I'm having an emotional moment with a cat in my face. But
She is here in support.
Yeah.
No, she's here for my sandwich.
Well, that's a form of support.
A mood!
Yeah.
She's hunting it. So I don't want to be any less me than I am now.
Potato Hollow, please submit that for quote. That is important. Yeah,
Well,
I know
JD.
exactly what you mean.
Stop it.
I seem to have lost everything. I seem to have lost my home, the woman who raised me, everyone and everything I've ever believed in, I've watched crumble around me because of one man. I don't know if I'll come out the same person I was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 months ago. But I made a promise to save the people of Eden who can't save themselves. I've made a promise to take care of the poor. I've made a promise to save the people, whether or not they keep this peace. I need to make sure that the clinic stays open. I need to make sure people can still be saved. So I need to make sure this cold is dead with Adam.
Okay.
Nothing is permanent, but I mean, you say you've lost everything, which maybe you've lost everything from your old life. It is sad, and it is an awful thing. But I mean, we've also gained things, right?
Yeah.
Can't always think of things you lose. Sometimes you gotta realize that not everything is about losses. Gain things along the way. We're here.
Dot,
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this, but you were the first friend I've had in a while. Artie like came right after that and Vestal right after that. So like, don't get me wrong, y'all are awesome, but Dot, I was really glad to have a roommate, and I'm proud of you for doing the things you're doing. Especially given the fact that you've pledged to protect and heal and help the people of Eden. It just sucks that it's turned out this way.
Means a lot, JD. And you're right, Vestal. I need to think of the good. I'm in an elevator full of friends, and we are going to fix Eden.
Soren. I'm sorry, Soren's my friend. I wanted to clarify that. I had to clarify that. Soren is also my friend.
I understand.
Soren, you're all of our friends now. Thank you for being
Yeah, definitely.
only robot I have ever learned to trust.
We hugged. That means we are friends. The magazine says so.
Right.
And no, go on, Elsie.
Okay, I'm gonna do one last one. I know it's kind of dumb, but I'm not really good at taking action, and I'm not really confident. And we started doing this thing where when we weren't sure what we should do, we started saying what would Dot do, because you are confident and you put yourself out there in a way that I don't know how to do. And I mean, it helps me a lot. I don't mean to tell you I think you're doing things wrong. I know what I'm supposed to do.
I mean, I've known you for like a week, and I'm already adopting that whole mentality of what would you do?
Well, I'm glad what would Dot do has gotten you to this point. But when this elevator opens, it needs to be what would Artie do? What would Vestal do? What would JD do? I don't know what's going to happen when these doors open, but you need to stay true to yourself. And whatever you do, don't fucking die.
Yep.
And I look up at Soren and I say, and what Soren would do? Wink.
Just nods. And the Wizmo does like a little salute. And as you guys go up in this big glass elevator, up and up and up, there's a lot of floors. Let me set this scene for you. You look around. The gardens are below. The trees sprout up really high. You've never seen trees this big. There are vines the further you go up. All these vines and ivy start wrapping around the building. And almost as in slow motion, there's another elevator coming down, another glass elevator. And it's like time slows as you cross each other. And you see Adam just go.
Oh shit.
And there is a huge explosion that erupts from the top of the building. And that is where we will leave this week's Eden. Everyone okay?
Mm-hmm.
Breathe, Bree. Just say it now.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Bombs. There are bombs. JD knew what bombs look like. They were on TV.
Episode 12 will be Eden. Adam must die.
Adam must die.
And
I really hate him. Like, I really hate him.
I
Like,
want you to.
I have no. Okay. Like, oh my gosh.
Someone's got the blanket.
I'm cursing more than usual because I'm so mad at Adam.
I'm a good swearer.
Not the Adam we love, but like
Yeah.
the Adam in
This
game.
Adam, yeah. This
Right.
Watson.
God,
Adam
Adam
Watson
Watson must die. So, we're going to go round this wonderful circle while Zelda hides in her blanket. And we are going to say our favorite bit. Maybe if you want to discuss, like, talk about a conspiracy theory or anything like that, and plug. Where can we find you guys? Where can we find you on the internet and the awesome stuff you're doing? We're going to start, as always, with our wonderful Hans.
I love you all. The chat, I love you guys too, but I love every player in this game, and I love Alice even when we're going through things like this. You guys are all fantastic.
Welcome to the
I
Academy.
enjoy
Please
every
take
moment
your
of playing the
seat.
game with you guys. So, just in general, there's that out there. My favorite moment was a group hug. It is the most important moment that will be in the entire history of Eden forever, just so we're clear. I mean, I don't really care what happens to Adam as long as we got our hug scene in. yeah, I have the utmost respect from everybody who is in this game, from Bree, who is like, getting here despite life stuff, to Renee, who is getting here, like, steady camming this entire scene so that she can just get here to play this game, to Zelda, who just plain had to put up with the normal stuff. But I mean, even that, there is a lot of normal stuff going on in today's Eden. So, yep. Yeah, lots going on. I pulled the end card today, and I feel like I probably should have pulled it sooner. I got to say, for a game, if somebody gives you safety tools, you should probably use them. I'm a guy, and so I tried to hold out there and go, oh, I could take this, this is good and stuff. But no, I wasn't having that much fun. So I did pull that out there. It's an emotional game. There's a lot going on. I respect and love all the people involved.
The safety system is in place so that we can run games like this. And I want to say to everyone in this game, and also in chat, there's nothing wrong with putting it an N or an X or anything in chat. Everyone has their different boundaries. Everyone's experienced different things. I have boundaries, and I have used the N and the X, and there's use it. That's what it's there for. That's what makes us able to do scenes like this. Also, I'm fully blaming that on the oddity, because that was actually an oddity. That was not planned at all. Human error's got some twisted oddities in there, it turns out. But I'm pleased that we used the safety system on that, because it's a delicate subject. But yes, where can we find you, Hans?
Scrat's got me covered. I've got my social links out there. Yeah. I'm not doing any Twitch streaming this weekend that I know of. So anyways, just normal stuff. Thanks everybody who's come out to charity streams recently. A lot of support from the Scraticus Academy as always, and I very much appreciate that. All the things that are going on here in Northern California, we're back to not having a fire, so that's nice. And we're basically just hoping those people are able to get what they need to get back on their feet. And that's all I got. Thanks.
Awesome, thank you. We're gonna hop down to Zelda.
Hello, I am. Oh my god, there was so much emotional stuff. We're all friends. Okay, yeah, my favorite part. I did like the group hug. I did enjoy all the group bonding sessions that we experienced. There was so much just. Sorry, I'm player interactions. Very good, very good, very good stuff. Oh man, I used powers this week for the first time in 3 or 4 sessions. I was like, I want to keep these low key for a while, and then suddenly it's like, oh yeah, no, but you can do these things if you need to, which was amazing and worked out pretty well. Something that I think was good to hold off on, and then it's like, oh, now I'm the deity of weird and I look at weird things.
It was amazing. And you live in an audio shop. It was appropriate, I think.
Out of nowhere, just like, oh yeah, no, but this guy doesn't remember anything, and I'm blowing doors open. We're blowing doors off hinges. So yeah. Oh gosh, what else do I have to talk about? Plugging. You can find me at Zelayanami on Twitter and Twitch. My Twitter is for posting things that I'm in, one-shots, continuing games, etc., etc. And you can find me here for the next couple episodes, and both crying at all the Arties disappearing, because I like Artie, and all I can think of is just our Artie. And I'm like, no, please don't die. Anyways, yeah. Everything is a-okay with me, and wow, thank you, everyone. I love you.
Awesome, thank you. And we're gonna hop over to Bree.
Hey guys, it's NPC Bree. Let's see.
Dot's rampage.
Dot's rampage. It's fun to rampage. It is. Honestly, I'm just really happy to be back. As they said, last week was probably one of the worst weeks of my entire life. My most loved one started emergency dialysis, so it's really nice to be able to come back to the game with such awesome people and kind of get my normal back. So I do just want to thank you guys for helping me get
We
ready.
are so pleased to have you back. So
It's good to be back. Whole episode was really great. I have a whirlwind of emotions right now, but for once I've ended a game with a cool, calm, collected, I have a battle plan. So I'm very excited. Whole game is just great. I'm very glad Artie used his safety tools. I know he's not here to hear this, but it means a lot to have the kind of trust in a group, to be able to say when you're uncomfortable. And I hope that as the next 2 episodes come through and things get much more uncomfortable, I'm sure everyone remembers that the tools are there for a reason, because it's just important. It's more important that we have fun and we all feel safe than it is to get a story across. We can always make it work. But I'm NPC Bree. You can find me on Twitter, 2 E's. You can find me on Twitch occasionally. Find me here on Wednesdays. Sunday nights, you can find me on Return to Greyhawk on the Greyhawk channel, the flagship show for the channel. Mondays in the afternoon, you can find me on the Greyhawk channel again, playing Orchard, the grimdark game. We just leveled up apparently, and we all almost died. So, hey. And then every other Monday night, I play Comedy of Strahd on Soulbear RPG, where we all laugh a whole goddamn lot. So, that's what I got. Love you guys.
awesome. Thank you. And last and certainly not least, Renee. And also thank you for just like, I think that was the most intense, Uber drive you've ever had?
Yeah, it was a friend driving, so that did help. But like, sup, my dudes, I'm Taco tonight. And thank you so much for putting up with me so that I could be a part of the stream that I wanted to not miss, even though I also did not want to miss the Adventure Zone Live. So y'all are all saints, and I appreciate you. But I was really glad to be here. I definitely am gonna have to go watch a little bit that I missed at the beginning, because I feel like a lot happened still in that like 45-minute window. But I'm so glad I was here. I love this game so much. And so I was actually disappointed when I found out the Adventure Zone Live was on a Wednesday, which like...
Hey. Honestly, the things that I would miss, like I would miss the birth of my firstborn. I would miss...
You've got to be there.
No, I would miss it. I would hire like a double. Like I would probably miss work. I would probably miss everything just to see the boys. So...
Yeah, and so I really, I appreciate you putting up with me coming back from seeing those good boys. It was great. Happy candle nights. So I loved being here. I loved hopping in. I think there are a few moments that Renee's confusion may have affected some of JD's actions, but I really loved a lot of it. I think one of the more emotional parts was like watching the other Artie die, because I appreciated that from I'm glad JD stuck around long enough to see it happen, because I think it was good narratively, even though it sucked for her. And so I just kind of imagined her like running in and seeing Vestal do this like mind thing, which looked super weird, and like stopping and trying to process that, plus, oh wait, there's an Artie, and then just like, okay, everything's okay. But I think if she hadn't seen that, she would have just like run and hugged Artie, because that was that was my friend. That was my friend. It wasn't my friend, but it was like looked a lot like my friend. So I really appreciated that moment. I of course appreciated the motorcycle hug. Don't kid. That was great. That was so great. Y'all are awesome. Let's all have a group hug before we go and take on the world, huh? Or bombs too. Bombs and Adam. So you can find me at RadianR on Twitter. I am giving away some Pride Dice right now as a thank you for hitting 1,000 followers. And so if you want some of those, go check it out. And I'm going to be at PAX Unplugged starting not tomorrow, because it doesn't start tomorrow. It starts Friday. I'm flying out tomorrow, and like I'm leaving for the airport in like 5 hours. So I'm going to take a quick nap after Eden's over and pack, because I haven't done that yet either. It's been busy. We're fine. And everything fell at once, but it's great. And then I'm doing freelance now. I've done a couple articles for Scrat, and you can check those out on Patreon. I think one went up a little earlier this week, and I really enjoyed doing that one as well. And so they're free, they're available. Just check out Scrat's Patreon for some of the things I've written. And also, you can find me DMing my all-women D&D podcast, Fate and the Fable Maidens, which is family friendly and a lot of fun. So if this game was stressful and you need to de-stress, this past week was a little bit emotional, but for the most part, it's very much a like, go enjoy, have some laughs, have some fun, and take a deep breath after your Eden game. So thanks, y'all. I appreciate you. I'm gonna need a couple deep breaths after this.
Awesome, thank you. Before I run through the last few bits, I think we've got a raid cry. It's "Come here, my motorcycle wants a hug." And we're going to be raiding Laugh Love Lindy.
Darn tootin'.
We love Lindy, and we're going to send that love all the way over there. So, Discord. If you want to now go and scream at the Eden Discord channel, feel absolutely free. We now have a Discord, like a room for each game. And I think Eden is actually the one, Eden and Argo are just going a little bit crazy right now, particularly Eden. So yeah, hop in there. It's full of awesome people like this. YouTube, you can catch up on YouTube. Everything should be uploaded. This will be up in the next couple of days. So if you've missed any of it, you can catch up there. If you've missed any previous episodes, you can also catch up there too. Twitter, if you want to be in one of these games, we are, I think, nearly booked up fully for Christmas. We are running 41 games over Christmas so that we can spend the Christmas holidays with you guys. We are completely full on viewer games until season 2. I think we have 5 viewer games coming next season. We thought we'd up it, and one of them will be with the Cypher system, because this is an awesome system. So drop Scrat a message on Twitter if you want to get in one of those. Patreon, as the wonderful Renee said, you can read some of her wonderful articles on there. She's freelance. Go check it out. It's some really awesome stuff. So definitely go and give those a read. And if you want to support us, that is another awesome way to support us. You could also support us by buying merch from Redbubble, because it's super cozy and super comfy. And if you are going to Dragon Meet this weekend, keep an eye out for it, because we will be there hoping to see some of you guys there. We have awesome sponsors in the form of Bird in the Storm, where you can buy their mugs and their t-shirts, and they produce some really awesome content and modules, and we're working on some stuff to do with them in the upcoming seasons. And last but not least, Maychan Press, our other sponsor, who have created the Dark Matter material, Dark Matter Alpha, that came out last week. And you can catch up with that story tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST with Argo 37, viewer game run by me. Now, we're going to pop over to Lindy. We're going to go and show her all the love. I am White Rabbit Pick. You find me on Twitter. I play games and I take photos, and I love this group. I love this story, as traumatic as it is, but keep evoking emotions, guys, and I will see you very soon. See you later. Bye.